Good morning and welcome to our daily meditation drawn from the Centre for Action and Contemplation, contributed to by Richard Raw. The theme for the week is Reality Initiating Us, Part 2, and today's lesson is Lesson 4, which is entitled Passing Over into Life. It is true that you are not in control, for can any of you, for all your worrying, add a single moment to your span of life? Luke chapter 12, verses 25 to 26. If we cannot control life and death, why do we spend so much time trying to control smaller outcomes? Call it destiny, providence, guidance, synchronicity, or coincidence, but people who are connected to the source do not need to steer their own life and agenda. They know that it is being done for them in a much better way than they ever could. Those who hand themselves over are received, and the flow happens through them. Those who don't relinquish control are still received, but they significantly slow down the natural flow of the spirit. When we set ourselves up to think we deserve, expect, or need certain things to happen, we are setting ourselves up for constant unhappiness and a final inability to enjoy or at least allow what is going to happen anyway. After a while, we find ourselves resisting almost everything at some level. It's a terrible way to live. Giving up control is a school to learn union, compassion, and understanding. It is ultimately a school for the final letting go that we call death. Right now, as we face social restrictions, economic fragility, and the vulnerability of our own bodies, is there something deeper that you can surrender to, that can ground you in disruption? Surrendering to the divine flow is not about giving in, capitulating, becoming a puppet, being naive, irresponsible, or stopping all planning and thinking. Surrender is about a peaceful inner opening that keeps the conduit of living water flowing to love. But do know this, every time we surrender to love, we have also just chosen to die. Every time we let love orient us, we are letting go of ourselves as an autonomous unit and have given a bit of ourselves away to something or someone else, and it is not easily retrieved unless we choose to stop loving, which many do. But even then, when that expanded self wants to retreat back into itself, it realizes it is trapped in a much larger truth now, and love wins again. Jesus surely had a dozen good reasons why he should not have had to die so young, so unsuccessful at that point, and the Son of God besides. By becoming the Passover lamb, plus the foot-washing servant, Jesus makes God's revelation human, personal, clear, and quite concrete. Jesus is handed over to the religious and political powers that be. We must be handed over to God from our power, privilege, and need for control. Otherwise we will never grow up or participate in the mystery of God and love. It is really about passing over to a deeper faith and life.